on? Good.
Questions?
Coach, you got an inside receivers coach, outside receivers coach that played professional football, caught a lot of balls on the college level. I'm sure it's frustrating to see drop passes. What do you do to keep trying to combat that?
Yeah, we'll keep catching a ton of them, 5 on the day, and really at huge points in the game. You know, I mean, 2 touchdowns. I mean, the screen set up. It's gonna be a great play for us on a first down when we're driving, and then the other touchdown that Pat made an incredible throw into cover 2. And then a couple on drive, you know, Cameron Batson drops a big one, you know, on a drive where we're marching down the field, and it's inexcusable. And so we got to continue to, I mean, we'll continue to harp on it, and we'll catch some extra balls and stay later than normal this week, and we'll try to get it corrected.
Has that become a mental thing more than anything else, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if on the jugs, I mean, Devin's as good as anybody we have on the jugs, and so we're going to try to do a little bit more of, you know, with them moving a little bit more as opposed to standing still on the jugs. A little bit different when you're moving, so we'll do a little bit more of that and see if it helps a little bit.
Do you feel Jakeem feels pressure to perform big every game?
No, I don't think so. I know that was their game plan, was to take him away. I mean, they had 2 people to bracket him the whole entire game, which was smart by them. And, you know, that opens up other people. And so when these people have these opportunities, they gotta make the most of them, and they gotta execute. And, you know, they're gonna know where 21 is and try to take him and 11 away. I mean, that's just the facts of it. And we gotta have some guys step up and make plays, and they obviously didn't do that on Saturday. And they'll have another chance to do it this week, but they gotta perform.
Speaking of just your outside receivers position, you know, this year just the production hasn't been quite as good. Just what do you think at this point just kind of needs to happen for those guys to, you know, start, you know, catching more balls just in general?
Yeah, they got to start making plays. I mean, it's embarrassing. It's not, you know, what this offense is drawn up to do, and it starts with us, you know, who've coached them. I mean, I've coached these guys for 3 years, and it's inexcusable, and they got to step up and do it, or we got to make some changes. You know, we started a lot of youth out there against a lot of West Virginia, you know, older players. They got linebackers that were flying around, and they play more physical than us. You turn on the tape and watch the first 10 plays of the tape, and you can tell right then that they played faster and harder and came downhill and put it on us and kind of suffocated us a little bit. And so, you know, you got some kids out there. You know, we started those 2 freshmen, and both of them are 18 years old, playing against, you know, 2 senior corners. And so, you know, you expect, you know, a couple, not to dominate out there on the outside, but they can't just drop. But I mean, when we do get them open, they got to capitalize on those opportunities.
Let's go. I got a lot of work to do. Just kidding.
Can you just kind of assess your defensive performance Saturday and how you felt about it and the progression you're making or not?
You know, obviously, couldn't stop the run. Went into the game. Game plan was to stop the run and make them throw it, and we couldn't. You know, at the end of the day, we couldn't stop them to give our offense a chance to win it. So, back to the drawing board, back to practicing hard. Thought we had a really good week of practice again. I say that every week. It's just it's not going on Saturdays, and you're tired of hearing me say it, but it's true. You know, I bet you we played 83 gradable snaps, and probably 78 of them were run defenses or run blitzes. So obviously, you got to do a better job coaching and getting our guys in better position so they can make the plays and make the tackles. And there's no excuse. We got to stop them, and didn't do it. So it's my job to get it done. We didn't get it done.
Is there anything tangible that you see that's keeping you from translating what happens in practice to game?
Well, generally the people we play against are probably better than people we practice against, so could have something to do with it. But at the same time, I mean, we got a lot of veteran guys, and obviously at the end of the game, getting 2 personal fouls on the last drive is a direct reflection of leadership, and it's on me. 2 senior guys who played a lot of football, 2 senior captains. It's not acceptable, and for whatever reason it happened, and we got to get it corrected and get it corrected now.
Considering the
neither of those guys have been very subject to stupid penalties, so to speak. Was there more talking back and forth during that game that caused that?
I didn't think so. I did not think so. You know, you can make excuses, but I mean, you're two senior captains, man. You can't make bad decisions. And you know, in the heat of the battle, some things happen, but not when the game's on the line and you got a chance to give your offense a chance to win it. You got to be mature enough and man enough to walk away. And we didn't do it, so it's not their fault. It's my fault.
Why did you not play JJ on defense? It seemed like hardly at all since he was playing on kickoff. Was that a performance thing?
No, you know, just the way the game went, we were trying to get him. He was going into the game. He was going to split reps at safety, and just the way the game went, hadn't tackled very good lately, so we were trying to take some pressure off of him. Obviously, he made a big play on Braden's interception. Probably should have played him more and didn't.